Greetings and well met, everybody. I'm Clark HELLSCREAM, and today I have a treat to show you all. This is a deck that has been completely running rampant on Twitter, and I just cannot help myself because I had so much fun today on stream, so I thought that I had to make a video about it. And well, I'm just gonna let the deck do the talking because this is a deck that's been very popular in the Chinese and Korean scene. That has now made its way to America, and I'm just gonna let you know that this deck is absolutely fun. This is probably the most fun that I've ever had with a Hearthstone deck in terms of like actually like trying to see what can work and what kind of combos are possible. But let me break things down for you. So essentially, what this deck aims to do is it plays Tortolan Pilgrim, and the best thing about it is that this deck only runs 3 spells as it is. So you have Blizzard, you have Potion of Illusion, and you also have Frost Nova. So essentially, you can just spend this game playing Tortolan Pilgrim in order to hit Potion of Illusion to hit many Tortolan Pilgrims that cost 1 mana. You can do this with your minions over and over again, and then you can even cast like Frost Nova and Blizzard over and over from your deck. And the best part about this deck is the fact that Sphere of Sapience is absolutely it makes your draws even better. Like, you're able to just fodder out your draws so much easier in case you end up hitting that second potion, so that way you can just keep rolling over and over in your deck. And you also have Lorekeeper Pulkit in order to make things run very, very smoothly. So, like, this deck is actually a lot of fun, and there have been some other people that have already taken their hands at trying to make this deck competitively viable. Eggowaffle himself was able to make this deck somewhat better. I've tried both lists at, like, around top 300 legend, and you'll be able to see some gameplay here later on. But in any case, like, this deck is just like it makes a lot of some of these card decisions really make a lot of sense. Like, for example, running the Boom Pistol Bully, you're able to stop Mind Render Elucia from being able to just like copy your hand and just, you know, completely stop your combo, because like there's a way to make sure that there's a way to win in every single matchup. Like, it sounds pretty crazy, but, like, aside from, like, hyper aggro that just aims to just smork you down and when you don't have the consistent draw, this deck feels very, very good against a lot of decks out there. It does very well against Druid because it just slaughters them with freeze and whatnot. But I'm going to stop talking about this deck and just let you guys see exactly what I mean. I hope you guys enjoy what you're about to see and have fun. Still win. See? We can still win! We can just still win! You think I give a? You think I care? You think I care at all? Turtle power! Oh my god. Deal damage. Get that off my board. Oh my god. I am so good at this deck. I still have another Potion of Illusion in my hand as a failsafe, I guess. But it's not even really a failsafe. It's more of an unfortunate win condition. But hopefully I don't draw Blizzard. That's really the big one right now. None of the spells would be good for me. Okay, this protects him. This protects him for a bit. I don't really have a lot of other really good battle cries. I mean, I guess I have Maiev. Okay, alright, so here's another way that Maiev can be good. Okay, somebody was asking about Maiev, right? Here's how Maiev can be good. Here's how Maiev can be good. One Maiev. 2 Maievs. And why not 4 Maevs? Get him. Stop him. Your board is useless. I'm aware that he could AoE and take advantage of this, but at the same time, this buys me so much time, and this really isn't... Oh my god, this is funny. This is so funny. Like, hand space is the biggest thing with this deck. Like, you just have to bow down to the Maevs. And now I just have like 1 chip damage that's just gonna be amazing. There's nothing that has AoE, so I don't really care at the moment. Oh wait, you could hit Mind Reader. So you could hit one of my 1-mana Tortolans or my Nova. There's a lot of good cards you could have gotten from that. Got Tortolan. Probably is going to get hit AoE. Apotheosis on a mini of mine, please. Game over, buddy. My Evs. Somebody was talking about my Ev, right? Yeah, this is how my Ev is good. This deck is so good. Play this deck. This deck is amazing. It's way too damn slow. Okay, I didn't think it was. I don't think this card needs to be nerfed. Yeah, he's dead on turn 5. I imagine that aggro is running rampant right now. What if I keep Doomsayer again and win the game, guys? It literally won me the game last time. It literally won me the game last time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's probably not correct to keep these. Like, usually I just want a full mulligan for Sphere, but then you get punished, so, like, you just should go for the tempo. Like, we're just drawing spells now because we're bad, but that's okay. It exists, yeah. Oh, hey, we got the Sphere. I guess I could hold on to Doomsayer since I have Frost Nova. Malygos Druid is the best deck in the format. Hey, Standard is looking like the same thing. Standard is looking the very, very same. Kartut. I don't think I want to choose a new Feint. Yeah, we don't need to. But yeah, Mally Druid looks like it's slowly becoming the best deck in Standard. I actually had a different video where I looked at some of the most impressive decks that we've seen in week 1. And I wish I would have waited a day because I would have done something on this. This is really ew. I have 20 blooms and 20 golden blooms. Bro, I don't know how they're gonna nerf that card, but something has to happen. Give it more overload, make it cost 1 mana maybe. I don't know. Like, something I saw from one of Krip's videos from way back in the day was something that he said that how they could nerf Innervate by not really changing what it does is literally just give it a mana cost. So that way people can't cheese it out in the early game. Where, like, if Innervate was, you know, spend 2, gain 1 or something like spend 2, gain 4 or something along those lines. That wouldn't work with Kael'thas. But I really think, like, there's got to be something that we think outside of the box and how to fix that card. Oh my god, this is weird. Yeah, exactly. Just make it like 1 mana. But again, like, what about Kael'thas? If you play it with Kael'thas, you gain more mana. But I guess that's just one other situation to where, like, it's still really good with Kael'thas, but it stops, like, you know, like, you being able to, like, turn 1, do something ridiculous. We're gonna nerf Kael'thas. Kael'thas should just be, I really want to just new Fate, but again, like, I don't need it. I can afford to wait in this matchup, I feel. So it's all about just, like, having the turns, right? Yeah, exactly. You can turn 1 OTK in Wild. They just need to change Kael'thas to the next spell costs 1. Kael'thas just needs to be like that. Oh, Eggo, I didn't even see your message, man. Yeah, I'll see you around, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate the help. I will become a god with this deck just because it's funny. So you get a dormant minion when this happens, right? That's how this interaction works. Yeah, you get a dormant minion. I don't care about a dormant minion. We need to start getting rid of this hand, though. I guess I could just Doomsayer Death Charge. I'm definitely gonna have to go through Eggo's VOD to see if I can play this deck a little bit better. But dude, this deck is so goofy. No! I don't even really care about that. But still, you took my minion and I'm disrespected. You cannot be allowed to live now. Rusteed? The Rusteed? I mean, yeah. There's no reason why we don't take it. Oh, we healed it back up. Okay, that's kind of a problem. I guess we could just Doomsayer Barge. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Or I could just do this instead, actually. I just want to guarantee that this Doomsayer goes off. Because then I can play Death Charge, get it out of my hand, then start doing Tortolan cheese. The only limiting factor is that the turn 1 is half time. I mean, I guess that doesn't really make a difference though, right? The fact that it's possible is what's driving people crazy. Why didn't we? Oh wait, I was about to say like, why didn't we trade first? He misses. Brr. Is it wasteful to do it this way? It's probably wasteful to do it that way. The next turn we just have the Tortollan. Like, dude, this deck is just... Imagine seeing this deck for the first time and seeing 2 Broomsticks and seeing 2 Death Charges and you're like, what the hell is going on? And then suddenly when Tortollan starts copying itself, you're like, oh, that's why. Clark, I need a new fate. What new fate would you like to acquire? Tell me, what is your fate currently? What do you wish it was? Because then I can tell you how to get to that fate. Because sometimes going for a new fate is the correct play, but right now we just gotta stick with the ooze. Ooze is our friend, guys. It begins. Now watch him. This is where the Mind Reader comes right on time. It's happened like 4 games so far, and we keep fighting Priest over and over and over again. All right, all right. Sure, you can Nova. You can Nova. These are both randomly generated minions. I don't want Nova. I guess we just make a whole bunch of these guys. Potion. Potion. I still have the natural Tortollan index, so if the Mind Render comes down, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely annoying. There's also Galakrond's Wit that can find it randomly, so Monka is. So is Mind Render gonna get changed? I don't know what it's doing in Standard. In Standard, it's making people start the hashtag delete priest. I mean, I can't really say if it's busted. I mean, it's definitely like, it's definitely a card we've never seen, and it interacts with the game in ways that, like, in the past, Hearthstone has been like, we don't really want to go down this route. But, like, at the same time, I like the card, but I hate playing against it. And that's always been, like, the theme with Priest cards, right? Like, they print, like, these cards that are absolutely insane. And it's like, you know, sometimes, like, you gotta feel for your opponent. Like, when I'm doing these shenanigans, and there's nothing my opponent can do about it, like, you gotta at least feel for them a little bit. Let's clear the board. Time to pick up, boys. Now we just have a board that never goes away. This is the best deck. This is probably the most fun that I've had playing Hearthstone in a minute. Like, if I was playing the OTK Mage, maybe I'd be having some fun as well. But then with Mind Render just being in the meta, it just counters it so blatantly. Wait, this means you get the actual minions. Okay, sure. I could just clean up a little easier. I'll take a wand thief. My hand is getting so clunky so quickly. I have to get rid of Blizzard. Goodness gracious. This deck hurts my brain sometimes. Oh man, Reborn. It's a sticky mechanic. But like, what is Priest gonna do here aside from like Mind Render? Like, I guess until I hit my Nightblade, we're not really winning the game. Delete #delete Hearthstone. I'd rather not. I'm finally doing well at this game. There's no disruption in standard outside of Luciana and Stinger. Even then, Stinger won't do anything. Oh yeah, there's nothing that Stinger does that's even on the same power level as this. I just can't see this lasting for very long. Yeah, like, my biggest thing about it is that Priest just needs something to do against combo decks, right? Because they always fall victim to it. So I like them having, like, you know, the ace in the hole. It's like, I'm about to combo you. It's like, reverse, buddy. In fact, that's actually that's a great meme that I could probably do. But, in any case, it feels fine. But then when you go up against it, you're like, Jesus Christ, this feels awful to play against. And sometimes, like, you just can't always have that, you know? I like the idea of keeping one of these. Invocation. I guess Barrier just helps you get rid of cards. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do, is just get rid of cards. I need to make room in my hand. Like, I have to kill him eventually. Haven't played Pure Paladin? I've played it, and, like, it feels like old Paladin decks. Like, it's just a tempo deck. Make big minions. If they can't deal with big minion, then you win. I'm not really a big fan of that playstyle anymore. So, like, Pure Paladin just really doesn't tickle my fancy the way that I'd like it to. Okay, sure. This is pretty much just Mind Render waiting room, right? I need to hit Bully. If I hit Bully, this game is over. I need Bully or Nightblade. Pulkit? Pulkit puts the other Tortollan in my hand. Makes it harder for him to actually kill everything. I'm really worried about Mind Reader, but I just have to set up the Nightblade. Because, like, I could literally just Tortollan. I mean, I could just deny the Tortollan, put it back into my deck. But then it's at the bottom of my deck. Don't know how much I like that. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do here. Okay. So now we can start setting up the kill with Nightblade. God, like, dude, this... I have no idea what else I can say about this deck that I haven't already said. Like, this is just... I feel like this is probably one of the best decks. Like, it can beat Mind Render. Like, it's not the greatest at beating it, but it can still happen. Like, it's not like it's an absolute, like, you lose the game when it happens. There are situations to where it can work. And I'm like, I've only seen Priest today. Like, we went 3-2 with the other deck. We fought 2 Priests, 2 Rogues, and a Druid. Okay, so he's doing this. I can literally just use the sphere to get the Nightblade. Oh wait, no, because it's any 5-mana card. It's not specifically just that, so I can actually hit like Bully or something like that. But Bully's also good. I mean, a 2-mana 20/20 is nice. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying that I don't enjoy it. Like, it's nothing really new that we've seen from Paladin, and Paladin finally needed a time on top, so I'm glad that it's on top for sure. Yeah, we just gotta take the Blizzard. We can't kill the weapon yet. We need to put the Potion of Illusions at the bottom of the deck. If this game goes on that long, which I definitely can see that happening. But now I don't have Blizzard, so I just have AoE freezes. Maybe that's fine still, though. Okay, so now that we have all these 1-mana Tortolans with Nightblade coming up soon, it should be OP, OP, OP. It's not on top on all because there's Priest around? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I don't think that this deck auto-loses to Priest. In fact, I welcome the Priest matchup. There's ways to beat the Priest matchup. Because when you freeze literally every single turn, it doesn't matter what they have. Like, seriously, it really doesn't. And now that I have, like, this... I've literally never played Jaundice Barov yet, so I really want to play it. I might be just getting too greedy with my value here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I should throw out the Nova. Yeah, I'm gonna throw out the Nova. Like, dude, until I hit my Nightblade, I'm just not advancing. This is just so much value. Like, I'm just always generating a board. I'm never not on board. My friend is playing that Desert Obelisk as a faster finisher for this deck. Eggo was playing it yesterday. And the thing with Obelisk is that it's really easy for things to get really clunky. Like, yeah, it could be faster for, like, dealing damage and stuff. I feel like against Priest it's probably better. But overall, it's such a dead card. It's really hard to make use of it. Jenna, and also Scream HS. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Good to have y'all here. Hope y'all stay a while and hope you are enjoying these weird whatever mechanics that we're pulling off right now. What about a Pick Croc? A lot of people have been saying that as well. It is a little bit slow though. This is my only issue. I'll probably hit up Eggo and see what he says, because he's the one that really has a good understanding of this deck. I can't kill this off yet. Yo, Toolgerol, thank you so much for that follow. Thank you so much, guys. Good to have y'all here. I told you I want to see this shit in action. Dude, it's a goofy deck. It really is. This deck has a lot of cool ways of being played. However, now we're probably just going to start being mean. Which is another thing this deck is really good at, is being really mean. Hand space is such an issue. I have no more blizzards in my deck, but I kind of want this to die. So, but it summons 2 copies of itself. I was about to go, where's my spell, bro? Where's my spell? Okay. I want this minion dead. I need this 5-drop dead. Jaundice is kind of like interesting. I don't know if I 100% like it though. And now I don't get golden Jaundices back. Rip off, man, rip off. I just need golden pilgrims. I should have started it with the golden pilgrim. Because then all these cards would be golden right now. The 5/5 is dead. Oh wait, but now my 1/1 can die. I think I screwed this up. He actually didn't kill the bully. He could still potentially kill the bully though. He has any way of dealing damage. And then just like that, I've already screwed up. But I still have, I mean, Nightblade is for sure happening next turn. Where's your Lul Blade? Just draw it. I mean, I'll get it soon. It's coming up. It's literally the next draw. It's just 7 mana to get down in the first place. Yeah, it's a lot of mana. That's one issue I don't like about it. Okay, so now that we finally have it. I think I could actually Blizzard and not care. Do I need a hand space? No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 4 cards, yeah, I can do that. But at the same time, it's probably just better to double up on some of them. Get 2 cards if I do it this way. I also can't play one. Actually, oh, I screwed up. Because I want another bully back in hand. Oh my god, this deck is hard to play, dude. What are the matchups for bully for? Priest. Primarily Priest. And now if I lose my bully, he can Mind Render me. Because like if he plays Mind Render, he literally can't play any of the cards that are in my hand. So like, bully is 100% for the Priest matchup. This will get him Arcane Missile, or not Arcane Missiles, this will give him the AoE Explosion. Explosion or yeah, Lightning Storm. Put that at the bottom of the deck. It's fine, it's the second copy. It's the second copy, don't worry guys. Is this lethal? Not quite, but almost there. Wait, no, this actually might be lethal. I just need to play 3 more. Yeah, dude, this is lethal. Check this out. Oh wait, no, this is really close. Okay, I thought I had it for a second. I thought there was a way I could have cheated out this. Okay, it was very close. It was very close. Alright. Alright, this should do it. This should do it. That should do it, man. Painkiller48, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Good to have you here. Oh my gosh, dude. This deck is just It's Omega Brain. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Kill my board. Destroy the board. Have fun and decimate the board. Pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Decimation? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. It's GG. He also gave me lethal, but he knew that it was over anyway. Spend all your mana. Dude, this deck is so much fun. It's so insane. That was such a grinder of a match, too. But I literally feel like we could be favored against Priest in that matchup, even with Mind Render being a card. Like, it has to come down at the perfect